How are you? Welcome to the Daily Antidote of Song. You may not know me, but I'm Hubby Jenkins from Queens, New York, and I'm very happy to meet you wherever you are. We got a good song. We got a good one today. Let's say hello to all of our friends and family on Facebook. How are you? Good to know that you're there. And I'm sure Joe's out there listening and tuning in as well. So let's say hi to Joe. Hello. And let's say hello to all you fine people here in our room. First, we'll take a deep breath. Oh, that was a good one today. And hello, Anna, and we'll get to you in a second. Hello, Arlene in Berkeley, and what's up, Amanda and Miles in Michigan, and Brian, how you doing? And Jenny in Suffolk, hey, you made it. What's up, Trisha, Victoria, and Sherry, New Hampshire, boom, bow, what's going on? What's up, Deli and Deborah in Kentucky, hey, Phil and Pauline, how you doing? And Susan, Carolyn, 750 days, are you sure? Did you check your math in Boise? What up, Curly Tops, how you feeling? What's going on, Kathleen in Albuquerque, and Susan in Seattle, and Stormin, is that a fox? It's a fox. What's up, Janet? And what's going on, Luda, 750, I guess the math is right. How you doing, James and Hoda and BC and Sheila in Florida and Gary? What's the good news? Cliff in Vermont, you made it. Good to see you. What's up, Cricket? What's up, Ralph in Victoria? Hey, Bonnie in Boise. What's up, Dan in Vienna? What's up, Annette? How you feeling? Ann in Maryland, you made it. Good to see you. Ruth and Emily, what's up? What's up, Jamie in Victoria? What's up, Mabel? I don't see any bears, but maybe they're coming in the sec. Ah, thank goodness they're there. Okay, what's up? What's up, Carol in Connecticut? How you doing, Aloysius and Amos? And what's going on, Bob and Kat in Vermont? And it's moving now. What's up, Loriana and Kachina and Courtney in Vermont and Robert? And don't forget connecting to audio who makes it every day. What's up, LMG and Joni and Fred and Bob and Albany and Kathy? Don't forget Cindy in North Carolina and Gwen. Did I make it? Yeah, I think I forgot Katie and Kathy M's iPad, but that's about it. Hey, everybody. Glad you made it. We have a great song coming for you today, and I'm going to throw it to Alex Cumming. Take it away. Lay it on us. Boom.
Lay it on us, boom. I like that. That's the best introduction I've had. You can come everywhere with me, hubby.
You got it.
Hi, everyone. So nice to see you all again. It's lovely. So many friends. We were just talking just before, and there's so many friends that I've known kind of peripherally that I've got to know better through this community, and some that I've known outside this community that are part of this community. So it's just lovely to see you all here. So I'm going to sing you a song that I discovered a while ago, and I put together the tune. The tune was really bad, so I put it with a different tune. But it had a tremendous chorus, but I've been battling with a while to thinking it's very old praise England heavy, which sits awkwardly with me. And it's also very man heavy, which also sits slightly awkwardly with me. And I've been trying to think, but I really like the song because it's all about the working man and the working classes and, you know, standing up for them, which is something that is becoming, again, more and more relevant as the wealth gap just massively expands. And that really got me interested in seeing these different points in history where these songs really became relevant. And this is one of those songs. It's called The Labouring Man, and it's this particular version I got from a book from 1898, I think, from Wiltshire, and it's really good. And this particular song has kind of made its way through different periods of political turmoil. And so I thought I would sing this for you in that kind of historical context, so we don't feel so strange and British imperialist as I try to avoid being. Like last weekend here in here in the States was, or at least here in Massachusetts, wasn't it? What's the date? It's like there's something about celebrating freedom. I can't remember what it was called now. Patriots Day. That's right. I hid away on Patriots Day because that was awkward. And a reenactment of Paul Revere rode straight past my house, so I really felt awkward. But yeah, I'll sing you the song. I'll teach you the chorus very quickly first. So think of this as sort of like a mid-1800s version of a good working protest song. It goes, now let England do the best she can. She can't do without the labouring man. Try that. Now let England do the best she can. She can't do without the labouring man. Next bit. Old England always leads the van. And that's van as in vanguard, not van as in a white van driving down the road. Old England always leads the van. And then the last bit, but not without the labouring man. So that is the song for you. I'll give it a go. And as it's from the West Country of England, I may have to apologise for my accent coming out a little bit. So we might get a bit more like that. All right, let's do this. You Englishmen of each degree, a moment to listen unto me. To please you all I do intend, with these few lines that I do pen. From day to day we all may see, the poor are frowned on by degree. By them you know you never can do without the labouring man. Now let England do the best she can't do without the labouring man. Old England always leads the van, but not without the labouring man. In former days you all do know, a poor man cheerful used to go, neat and clean upon his life, with his children and his wife. And for his labour it was said, a fair day's wages he was paid. But now to live he hardly can, make up protect the labouring man. Woman do the best she can't do without the labouring man. Old England always leads the van, but not without the labouring man. Let's see your best dancing now. It's a good English polka. When Bonaparte and Nelson too, Wellington and Waterloo, were fighting both by land and sea, the poor man gained the victory. Their hearts were cast in honour's mould, the soldiers and the sailors bold. And every battle, you must understand, was carried by the labouring man. Now let England do the best she can't do without the labouring man. Old England always leads the van, but not without the labouring man. Now with wars do rise again, England being want of men, we'll have to search the country round to find the lads that plough the ground, who harrow the ground and till the wheat, and every danger boldly meet. For England always leads a van, but not without the labouring man. Now let England do the best she can't do without the labouring man. Old England always leads the van, but not without the labouring man. Now let England do the best she can't do without the labouring man. Old England always leads the van, but not without the labouring man. What awesome dancing and singing. Thank you, everyone. Isn't it amazing what you can do with technology? This song from hundreds of years ago, we're all singing all over the world on the internet. I think that's just so cool. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, thank you. That was a great song. What were you saying? Like, where'd you get the song, and what is the political climate it was birthed from or born of?
Yeah, so this sort of, like I said, it's kind of come out of various different moments in history where Labour has been trod on. This particular one was when when the agricultural scene around sort of like the late 1800s was really being trampled on, and there was not fair wages, and sounds very familiar now. Everything
sure.
was, people were working insane hours for very little money, and it was also, it was anger at all these people being sent to war for something they didn't want to be sent to war for, that they didn't believe in, and yeah, that's kind of where the political moment of this song when it was collected was. It was actually collected. I got the information here now. It was from the Wiltshire Folk Songs and Carols collection, and this particular song was collected from an unknown source, which means I think the collector forgot to write the name down, in Durrington. But you can find lots of different versions. The tune, actually, the original tune, I think, was really bad. It was something like, "You Englishmen of each degree, a moment listen unto me." And it's that same line over again for every single line. Englishmen, and it was like, no, this song deserves more than that. And there's this, so I grew up in the county of Somerset, and there was this great fiddle players collection, again from the 1800s, I believe, 1800s, early 1900s, called the William Winters collection, and it was just this fiddle player who just notated down all his favourite dance tunes, and then it was published by the Holsey Manor, which is the National Centre for Folk Arts in England, and it's a great collection of tunes, and they sort of just married up together really well. So that's how that kind of formed itself. And again, it's sort of just the start of my exploration, I guess, into some of the historic songs of wealth gap and things.
Yeah, I like that. It's like, I mean, I do that also with American music, and then a lot of times you'll find like old American tunes, and they all have their roots in these old songbooks or broadsheets from England, which I don't know that much about. I always get to England, I'm just like, let me pull it back. I'm gonna go, next thing I'll be listening to Cave Cro-Magnon music or something like that. But
oh, I once did a module at university on Greek and Roman music. It did feel very much like that, because they didn't really have an idea of what the music sounded like, and then I was the only musician in that class, and they were like, play it. I'm like, I play an accordion. It doesn't even fit that times type. I'm like, this is Western classical tuned accordion.
And speaking of accordion, is that like a traditional English instrument, or how traditional, or how did it become a part of the tradition?
Ish. It's very much the piano accordion, not so much, but the melodeon, the button accordion, the diatonic accordion has been very much part of the tradition for a good while now. But the accordion is pretty modern in comparison to a lot of instruments. It came out of Germany and various places in Europe, and then kind of spread in its popularity because it's kind of like this one-person band, isn't it? And now you kind of see it in traditions all over the world. In pretty much every continent, there's a tradition that involves the accordion. You've got like Cajun music, for example, uses that fantastic one-row raspy accordion sound. And then you've got like pop music in various countries that use it, and so it's
you've got cumbia, which is probably my favorite accordion stuff.
Yeah, oh yeah, that is cracking, isn't it? Yeah,
it is cracking. Thank you
for
teaching me
Sorry,
that.
I'm getting very English again. I did warn you.
Yeah, and it's funny because I once did. You were talking about New England and patriotism, and I once played the Boston. Not New Year's, 4th of July celebration with the Boston Orchestra, or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
And I mean, we have fireworks in New York, but it's done by like Macy's or whatever. It's not really a big deal. And when I went to Boston, I was like, oh, this is how they do 4th of July. They bring out cannons from like the 1750s and shoot them into the river. And I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a different style, I think.
It's a different world here, but
Yeah, and I guess. Let's not get into a conversation of what the hell patriotism is. What does it mean to be from a country and all that kind of stuff? You're born where you're born. Who cares?
It's an interesting balance, though, isn't it? Because like, I'm definitely proud of where I'm from, and I'm proud of the traditions my country holds. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm proud of everything my country has done. It's a very fine balance to do, to try and celebrate your traditions and celebrate your roots. but in a way where you could acknowledge past history and help make change in a positive way. But there's been so many instances in the UK where the far right are claiming hold of traditional music because they have think that is a really good vessel for like celebrating patriotism, and kind of is, but not in that way, you know. So it's been a real interesting thing to try and get grasp of that over the last few years, particularly.
Oh wow. And I guess that also has like the added effect of like younger people won't get into it as much because they don't have the older connection, so they're just like, oh, this is just connected with I don't know, Boris Johnson or whatever, so fuck it, we're not going to listen to it.
You mentioned the name. Never mention it again.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I never finished the Harry Potter series. Do they say his name eventually, or I don't know? Don't tell me. No spoilers.
I believe there are elections coming up in the UK soon, so vote wisely and don't vote right. There we go. Easy peasy.
Yeah. Let's move away from politics.
Yeah.
Have you been keeping up with the new season of Taskmaster? Are you enjoying it?
Oh my goodness, I am a huge fan of Taskmaster, and anyone who hasn't seen it should watch it.
Please watch Taskmaster. There are full seasons on YouTube that you can watch.
Yeah, you can watch. I think they've got 9 seasons on YouTube now. We're up to season 13 in the UK. But it is absolutely fantastic. It's basically like a British panel show mixed with, some of those crazy like challenge shows in Japan, maybe, but not quite that crazy. That in kind of mixed in with more Britishness, and it is just absolutely hilarious. But be warned, if you're searching for Taskmaster in the US, make sure you don't watch the US version. There was one season, it wasn't very good. But go and check out Taskmaster. I've actually recorded the theme tune for it as well. You can find it on YouTube somewhere. I was that much of a fan. Can I remember it?
Yes, please.
Let's see if I can remember it. This will give you a 10. This is very cheesy, right? Oh, no, I don't remember it. No, I don't remember it. Same again. There we go.
I just watched the one where with Rose Matafeo, and then where they have to write words to the theme song, and hers has the banjo in it, and she's wearing the cowboy hat. Anyway, this is probably a conversation when we hang out with each other, but man, I love that show. Thank you very much. I wonder, like you were saying in the show, like the Britishness of it, where it's like very wry, and they kind of rip on each other in a way that is jovial but can be very cutting and biting at the same time. And there's that one season with the woman with the red hair who's like cannot handle it very well. But do you find that like in traditional music, is that Britishness there? Like, are there songs that feel, I don't know, in a similar way?
There definitely is. The British humour, I think, coming out of a British mouth is hilarious. Because we roast each other a lot in our British humour, and it comes across in some of the folk songs for sure. But it's very much in a very friendly way. I don't know how to explain it. But you like hearing comics and people take the mick out of each other in England feels so much more comfortable than watching like Roast Battle USA or whatever, because that just seems very, very brutal. But also, it's just sarcasm. There's so much sarcasm, which I've had to dial down a lot since I've been in this country, because not everyone understands it. Like, what do you mean it's a beautiful day? It's raining. Well, yes, that's sarcasm.
Sarcasm. Let me write that down.
Sarcasm. Yes.
Yeah, I guess we have time to jump into this song. I'm seeing, whose birthday is it today? Is it happy birthday, Pauline?
Oh yeah. Today, it is Pauline's birthday, I do believe. Phil's sister, coming all the way this time, because we've learned that Phil travels across the world to Zoom to different locations just for attention. But it's Pauline's birthday, so I think we should sing Happy Birthday. Do you up for that?
Yes, please.
But I'm going to do my favourite version. It's not the traditional Happy Birthday that everyone knows, even though it is out of copyright now. But I sang this a while ago here as well. We wish you a happy birthday, a joyful and happy birthday to you, dear Pauline. We wish you a long, long life. We wish you a happy birthday, a joyful and happy birthday to you, dear Pauline in Geordie land. We wish you a long, long life. We wish you a long, long life. Happy birthday.
Pulled out the Barry White on the end of that. I like that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Happy birthday. Enjoy it to the fullest. And yeah, let's sing our song again. But before we do, let people know how they should be keeping up with you or what they should check out.
Yeah, the best way to keep in touch with what I'm doing is I'm revamping my mailing list because I'm becoming more and more tired with social media, and also social media has just been less and less helpful in terms of sharing any kind of information I've discovered over the last few months. So my mailing list is very excitingly building up again. And if you sign up to my mailing list, you get an exclusive 3-track live EP, which is not released anywhere else, for free. Ooh. Live from Club Passim here in the Boston area. So you can check that out. And it has the introductions as well, so you can kind of like make it feel like a mini Alex Cumming gig, but thankfully for only about 15 minutes because it's only 3 tracks. So yeah, that would be the best way to keep in touch. And there's also my website and social media, which I keep some track of. But, you know, mailing list, I'm not going to go crazy and email you every single day. I will try and remember to send an email every week, but so far that has not succeeded. So, you know, you're not going to get too many emails. But that will be lovely, and stay in touch. And that way we can also have each other's emails. We can just sort of keep the community going and just chat to each other, and we can send each other messages or suggestions of songs, or, you know, just stay in touch. I love hanging out with you all. So, yeah.
All right, so you heard it here. Mailing list is where it's at. Social media can go.
Except for those watching on Facebook. Hi!
Thank you, Facebook. Thank you, Facebook. My friends and family on Facebook. Oh, Facebook plant. Okay, so, yeah, let's jump into our song again. And yeah, I don't think we need to throw the chorus at us one more time, and then we'll jump into it.
Yeah, so it goes. Now let England do the best she can. She can't do without the labouring man. Old England always leads the van, but not without the labouring man. You Englishmen of each degree, a moment listen unto me. To please you all I do intend, with these few lines that I do pen. From day to day you all may see the poor are frowned on by degree. But now to live he hardly can. May God protect the labouring man. And the best she can. She can't do without the labouring man. Old England always leads the van, but not without the labouring man. Bonaparte and Nelson too, and Wellington at Waterloo were fighting both by land and sea. The poor man gained the victory. Their hearts were cast in honour's mould, the soldiers and the sailors bold. And every battle, you must understand, was carried by the labouring man. Now let England do the best she can. She can't do without the labouring man. Old England always leads the van, but not without the labouring man. I'm loving the dancing, everyone. Now if wars do rise again, and England be in want of men, we'll have to search the country round to find the lads that plough the ground, who harrow the ground until the weeds in every danger boldly meets. Old England always leads the van, but not without the labouring man. Now let England do the best she can't do without the labouring man. Old England always leads the van, but not without the labouring. One more time. Now let England do the best she can't do without the labouring man. Old England always leads the van, but not without the labouring man. Well danced and sung, everyone.
Oh, that was yeah. See, I knew it by the end of the second time through. That's a great song. Yeah, I like what you did with that. It was so nice to meet you. Thanks for sharing your song with us. We'll say hi and bye and thanks to Alex Cumming, and I'm gonna figure out how to change my view on here. And it's been another Daily Antidote of Song. And Alex Cumming gave us a great song, could meditate on all the hard workers who were there behind the scenes, making sure things happen and function around us. Of course, we can meditate and remember our essential workers who should have been on the cover of Time magazine, in my opinion. But what can you do? But we can remember them and those people who fought through that and survived through all that. Think about the laborers everywhere in your life, even if you are one of them. And let's take that and say goodbye to our friends and family on Facebook, which we love very much. Thank you. Please always be around forever, Facebook and friends.